Indiana Fever just shocked the league. They took down the Atlanta Dream in Game 3 and punched their ticket to the semifinals, a result almost nobody saw coming. And with the dust settling, one question is now echoing across the WNBA. Could Caitlin Clark actually return? Rumors have been swirling. Some say she's close. Others say it's wishful thinking. But we've dug into the truth, and we're breaking it all down right here. But before that, let's give credit where it's due. This win was monumental. The Fever weren't just underdogs, they were written off. With less than 2 minutes left and down by 5, the Dream had an 84% chance to close it out. Statistically, it should have been over, but Indiana flipped the entire script. They showed a level of poise, grit, and heart that numbers can't measure. And when you consider what they've endured this season, losing Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, and Chloe at different points, just reaching the semifinals is a statement in itself. No matter what happens next, this playoff run has already rewritten their story. You could see it in every tear, every fist pump, every celebration at the buzzer. This wasn't just a win. This was proof that the Indiana Fever refused to quit. Fans might have questioned Stephanie White all season, especially over how she's handled Caitlin Clark. But there's one thing no one can deny. She's kept this team laser-focused through chaos. Injuries, lineup changes, non-stop media noise. None of it broke the Fever's rhythm. White held it together, and the results say it all. Against every obstacle, Indiana is going to the semifinals. After the win, Kelsey Mitchell made sure to give her coach credit, offering rare insight into what really fuels this team: the leadership, the belief, and the quiet determination that never shows up in box scores but defines champions.
Talking about how much you guys mean to her, what does she mean to you? Maybe you would both talk about.
Oh man, I've had 5 coaches in 8 years. I've been on, the worst, record teams here in Indiana Fever, so I know where my career started at. I know what I've kind of had to go through to kind of be in this position. I've never had a coach that poured into me respectfully like Steph has. I go where I'm valued, and I've never really felt that as a pro. And so for the first time in my career, I really feel like I have someone that values what I bring to the table as a player and a person. Not just a player, but as a person. So I always love Steph because she gave me an opportunity to kind of be who I am. And it's hard to do that and be that as a professional athlete. And when you find coaches that believe in you, I'll never take it for granted. So thank you, Coach.
Sure, there are plenty of things the Fever could have handled better this season. But even with all the chaos, a few players rose to the occasion, and the chemistry inside that locker room looks stronger than ever. Add Caitlin Clark back into the mix next year, and it's hard not to see this team as a legit championship contender. A few post-game moments really stood out, the kind every other team should be taking notes on. First, the Fever's social media team didn't waste a second roasting ESPN after every single analyst picked them to lose. That's how it's done. Let your play do the talking, then clap back when you've earned it. Meanwhile, Alicia Gray had a fan tossed just for a little harmless heckling. She might as well grab a Kleenex sponsorship after that one. The contrast couldn't be clearer. The Fever got booed after their win, and instead of sulking, they laughed it off and owned the moment. That's what real toughness looks like. Open up the hate speech investigation right now, Kathy. Because apparently, fans aren't even allowed to cheer against the other team anymore, right? Come on, this is sports. If you can't handle a few boos from a crowd of maybe 350 people, then maybe it's time to pack it up and cry into a pillow at home. That's exactly why the Fever's reaction landed perfectly. They didn't complain. They didn't play the victim. They owned it. They laughed it off, embraced the moment, and turned the noise into fuel. And guess what? Fans loved them for it.
Caitlin Clark showing you guys how to interact with the fans. You don't pull a Kalia Copper and go to the post-game podium and complain about fans booing. It's a part of the game. Caitlin Clark didn't pull an Angel Reese and get a whole fake racism investigation started because opposing fans are booing you. This is stardom. This is how you handle booing fans. You don't go get a fake investigation started because you can't handle people.
Back to Caitlin Clark. With the Fever moving on, the question everyone's asking is simple. Could she actually return? We've seen the clips. Caitlin in Atlanta, working out, bouncing around the sidelines, full of energy. Physically, she looks ready. And according to insider Scott Agnes, her groin isn't the concern anymore. That's no longer the issue in
Agnes. It's the groin. It's not the groin. It's the ankle. It's not the groin. It's the ankle. People saying stop lying, man. Scott Agnes is the one person that's been legit. He's the one person, regardless of what you've said. He's what you think about him. He is the closest thing to it.
Say what you want about Scott Agnes and his past comments about Fever fans. But one thing's for sure, the guy's plugged in. He doesn't post something unless it's been quietly cleared by the team. So yeah, we can treat this as legit, and that's huge. Because if Caitlin's groin is no longer a concern, that means she's either coming back fully healthy next season, or maybe, just maybe, sooner than anyone expects. And don't forget, this Fever team has already proven they can hang. They've beaten the Aces twice this year.
Actually just referenced it twice. It is Indiana. Dropped 2 of the 3 games to them this year, but you haven't seen them since late July. What excites you about that matchup?
That they haven't seen the real Aces yet. They caught us when we were a bit in turmoil. Not only that, they will.
She might be right when she says the Fever haven't faced the Aces at their absolute best, but this is the postseason. Anything can happen. Every sport has its underdog stories, those unexpected runs that rewrite everything we thought we knew. And if Indiana had somehow reached the finals, it could have set the stage for the ultimate comeback, a Caitlin Clark return straight out of a movie script. The parallels to Michael Jordan's second year are hard to ignore. Like Caitlin, MJ missed most of his sophomore season with a serious injury, a broken foot. Then out of nowhere, he came back in the playoffs and dropped 63 points on the legendary '86 Celtics. Caitlin's already shown she's built the same way. Remember those 9 points in 38 seconds against the Liberty? Pulling up from deep like it was nothing. She lives for those comeback moments. And let's be real, the WNBA needs her. Ratings without Caitlin have stalled. With her on the court, every game turns into must-see TV. Millions tune in. That's the kind of momentum the league needs as it fights for bigger contracts and long overdue. Respect for the women who built it, but here's the reality check and the Fever officially ruled Caitlin out of the playoffs. Once you're off the roster, you can't come back. No miracle moment, no dramatic tunnel walk. Maybe the team didn't expect to get this far. Maybe they're just playing it safe. Either way, the door's closed on 2025. Still, what Indiana's done without her says everything. The heart, the fight, the belief, it's all there. And next year, with Caitlin back at full strength, maybe still rocking those black Air Force Ones, and a little luck from the basketball gods, don't be surprised if this team pulls off a real-life Cinderella run. Together. 1, 2, 3, Fever. If you've made it this far, you're the real MVP. Drop a big W in the comments to show you're still rocking with us. Appreciate you for watching till the end. Your support means everything. Stay locked in because this story, it's only just getting started.